So have you heard of the infinite loop method?
Hey, I'm tired, but the information got to get out here. So I had to get up, and instead of watching TV, watching YouTube, I had to get out here and make a video. I want to give y'all a quick update on the 2740 plan, the strategy. It's going crazy. It's working out really good. So I'm glad. It's funny how things started off, and now it really fell into a more homed-in plan to where I make $27.50 or $40, whatever. I don't care about the change part, but $27 every day extra on top of what I paid the bills with. You know, everything above that, which is about $27 a day, I am investing. And I'm gonna just let you know, since I started, it's already at $400. Now I'm not gonna keep y'all updated on the amounts or even show receipts, because those are my pockets. And I want y'all to focus on y'all pockets. That's what this is about. Too many people on YouTube focus on other people's pockets. We gotta focus on our own pockets. But I wanted to give you an update that you might want to look into that plan. And you don't have to take my word for it. Just Google or just search in the YouTube bar 2740 plan or 2740 strategy. You're gonna find plenty of videos. And I'm glad I stumbled onto it, because it's helping me build something without feeling stressed out about it. I don't have to take money over here that's supposed to be paying the bill. I'm just doing that little extra. So that money, I'm creating it. And instead of going ahead and eating it in some kind of fast food restaurant or buying something with it, I'm investing it so I can have that little nugget growing in the background that's not affecting me. So I just wanted to say that. But the other part of this video is going to be about the infinite loop. The infinite loop is something that people haven't even really heard about or don't know what it is. If you don't know what it is, check this out now.
So have you heard of the infinite loop method? Here's what it has to do with investing. Infinite loop is when you take your investing, you let it appreciate, you take the equity out, and then you buy more investments with that equity. And you rinse and repeat. You keep repeating that. So here's an example of what that is. For real estate, we can all understand that if you buy a house today, it's probably going to be worth more 10 years from now, 15 years from now. So a lot of people, what they do is they'll take their property that they bought 10 or 15 years ago. It has appreciated in value, most likely by now, because the dollar is getting weaker and weaker, which means all the investing, all real estate and all other types of investing increases in value. It takes a lot more dollars to buy it because the dollar is getting weaker. I want y'all to really understand that part. So what you can do is you can take a loan out of your investment. In this example, we're talking about houses. So you can take a loan out of that. There's different ways you could do it. You could do it with a home equity loan. You could refinance. There's different ways you could do it. And depending on if you know what to do with that money, it doesn't really matter what you do. It does and it doesn't. You will know what to do if you are going down that road. You're going to have to do your research to learn what's best for you. But I'm getting sidetracked. So you take that money that you pulled out of that house, and then you go buy another house with it. Similar price that you purchased, or maybe a foreclosure or something that you might have to put a little work in. You put the work in there, bring it up to value, and then let it appreciate. Rinse and repeat. You keep doing that. Over time, as you get older, you end up with more than that initial investment. And the initial investment bought the other investments. So if you can see what that means, that's like an infinite loop. Some people, once they get it, they can increase the speed on how they can make that work for them. And you can do this with pretty much anything that you could borrow off of. If you could borrow the equity or the appreciation off of your investment, then you can do it. People do it with whole life policies, because you can borrow off of your whole life policy while you're alive. So people think that life insurance means you got to die and the family members get it. Not if it's a whole life policy. That policy might not even be around when you do die, because you might use it all for a percentage of it that they allow you to while you're alive. You may hopefully use this strategy, take from the policy, buy more policies, or buy real estate, or buy some other appreciating asset. And that's how a lot of people do it, and they're not advertising that's how they're doing it, but that is general basic information on how to invest. All right, so if you're investing on a regular basis, if that's your thing, then this is probably your strategy. This is probably how you are accumulating multiple investments. You don't have to keep trading time for money now at this point, because your investments are paying you. You can do it with stocks. Stocks, you buy them at a low price, they appreciate to a higher price. You can borrow off that, buy more stocks, appreciate higher price, borrow more off of that, buy more stocks. You just keep turning that circle. All right, so there's this guy named Michael Saylor. He owns MicroStrategy. Look it up. That is exactly what he's doing with Bitcoin. He keeps buying more Bitcoin. It appreciates. He's taking another loan off that Bitcoin to buy more Bitcoin, let that appreciate, and then he take another loan off that Bitcoin, and he just doing it. He's doing it as often and as rapid as they allow him. It's been like sometimes every week, and it's been at least every month that he's been doing that. And he's a billionaire. So you might want to learn from what the billionaires are doing, all right? Because to do the same thing every day and expect change, and to be waiting around for something to magically change, is the definition of insanity. And we're not insane, you know? So we gotta start to do a little bit more research, get a little bit more knowledge. The knowledge that I do get, I am sharing it into this channel. So if you want to follow to see whatever I may want to share, you know, I don't hide any information. You know, I'm learning and then I'm putting it out there. And I that's what I am doing with my investments, with my stock. And I'm not gonna tell you what level I'm at. I'm not at major level, but wherever level you at, just get in the game. Just got to get in the game. So that's infinite loop. That's that infinite loop strategy. And it also migrates into infinite banking. That's a whole nother thing. I kind of touched on it with the whole life insurance. You could be your own bank by having that policy that you can borrow from, instead of going to a bank to needing to borrow from a bank. You can cut out the bank. You don't need them. And the interest that you pay on that loan goes back into your account. So it's not lost money. All right, so that's what I want to share today.